Now from Washington is Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming, the chairman of the Senate Republican Policy Committee. And Senator Netanyahu called the nuke deal an appeasement. He essentially said the civilized world has sunk into a coma, is lying on a bed of illusions, and really said that this was the kind of appeasement that U.S. and others made to the Nazis before World War II. Do you agree?
Well, I have concerns from what I've seen of the framework so far, Deb. With the framework, the Iranians are able to continue with all of their centrifuges in place. Their facilities continue to be operational, including the one that's the secret one, hard to get at with bombs. And they continue with research and development, because we all know that Iran with a nuclear weapon makes our world less safe, less secure, less stable. And that, to me, is the concern.
Yesterday, the Grand Ayatollah essentially said that as soon as this deal is cut, they want all sanctions ended. But Congress at least has a say in that. So how do you see that working out?
Well, the sanctions are not going to be released, whatever the Ayatollah wants, until after Congress has an opportunity to review and vote on what is in the agreement. But we know Iran wants the money. That's what all this is about. Tens of billions of dollars almost immediately that they will use. And I do not see that money being used for humanitarian reasons, for hospitals or schools or roads. I see it being used for additional terrorist activities, whether it's with Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis. What we're seeing all across the world is Iranian government working in an effort for more terror.
Although, ironically, you look at Iraq, the U.S. and its allies, the coalition, sort of has control of air power, but on the ground, it's Iranian forces. So the two, in effect, do have a mutual goal when it comes to ISIS. So there's also that component of this relationship.
Well, you're absolutely right, Deb. I met yesterday with the new prime minister of Iraq. We are flying air power in the fight against ISIS, but it's the Iranian soldiers who are on the ground with the Iraqi military. So we're assisting them there. But yet in Yemen, on the other side of Saudi Arabia, we are assisting Saudi Arabia in the fight against Iranians, the Iranian guards who are helping the terrorists in Yemen. So we're with them one place, against them another, at the same time trying to negotiate a deal with regards to nuclear weapons.
And so when you see that $10 billion which Iran wants released, do you believe that Iran becomes even a greater player in the Middle East region, which for all intents and purposes is in chaos right now?
I agree with you. I do view that way. I had a chance earlier this year to meet with some of the freedom fighters in the Syrian Free Army and met with them in Saudi Arabia. And they said when sanctions got some relief and Iran got some more money in terms of continuing with the negotiations, that money was used to help Hamas, help Hezbollah, help other terrorists, not to help the people inside Iran. So that is the big concern with any release of sanctions.
And very quickly, just to follow up, you did meet with the prime minister yesterday from Iraq, who has been praised as having built many more bridges than his predecessor. What did he tell you that perhaps we don't know?
Well, that the concern is that they're trying to fight and defeat ISIS on the ground, and they're worried about losing the country of Iraq to Iran because you have Iranian soldiers as part of the fight on the ground, while America is only flying air power. If ISIS is defeated, and when ISIS is defeated, will it be Iranian troops on the ground that will take that country?
They will certainly have a foothold there. All right, Republican Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming, we thank you very much. You're also on the Foreign Relations Committee. We thank you for your time.
Thank you, Deb.